Hello, everybody. And what is it today? Happy Tuesday. I should know that. You're all in PE right now. I'm checking in and saying hello because we are going to continue working on our literary essays this morning. Today's teaching point is getting us to start thinking about wrapping up our writing because by the end of next week, we will be done with our lit essay all on the Panyi video, and you will be choosing your own topic or video or book to write your own literary essay on. So we've thought a little bit about the introduction. We have our body paragraphs that we elaborated on, and now we have our conclusion. And so the hope of today is to spruce up our lit essay by using literary language. You all know how to write an introduction, you know how to elaborate, you know how to wrap up writing at the end, but writing a literary essay just in general is a little different. And there are things that we typically include in a literary essay that you might not know. So check this out. The chart that I have in front of me, let's make sure you can see it. Here we go. The chart that I have in front of me is all about serious literary language that we can use to make ourselves seem like literary writers. You know that when we write about fantasy, there are certain words that we use. You know when we write nonfiction, there are certain words we use. Same thing with literary language. Literary language just means language of some sophisticated writing. So you'll notice we have some words here, and I'll read through them. So we've got our character, protagonist, who is the main character. We have a trait, motivation, relationship, plot, what they're doing, the setting, where it is, theme, what the author wants us to learn, and point of view, who we're learning from, who are we taking the perspective of in the video. So these are all different words that we should be aiming to look for in our writing. So I want to teach you something cool. So if I go over to my writing on my keyboard, I can click the Command button and then the F key. When I click Command F, there's this little like search that comes up. So what you can do is you can type in any word and it'll search for it. So I have LeMay. So it'll show me if I type in LeMay, and it'll highlight anywhere that I say LeMay. So I've got LeMay only one time. I can also search for some of these literary words. So why don't I look for character? Let's just see if I have character in here. Ooh, I do have the character. So the characters are determined. Then there's a little button I can scroll down. And at the end, I say it again, the characters are determined. So I have character. Perfect. I'm going to try a different word. Maybe I'm going to talk about the setting, because I know in my video or in my essay, I talk about how where they live, especially in the third paragraph, affects the townspeople's attitude. So let's see. Setting. Nope, I don't have it in here. If it says 0 out of 0, it means it's not in there at all. So I'm going to look through and see if I can find a place that makes sense in my mind to add the word setting. So let me look around you. The third moment the boys showed determination was when the townspeople attitude didn't mess them up. I used to think the townspeople were rude. The villagers laughed, saying, "Look around you, look where you live." He thought that where they were from determined how well you could play. He thought that, we could say, the setting I'm going to type this, that their setting near the ocean and where they were from would determine how to play. So I just added in setting. Setting basically means where the story is taking place. So I am going to maybe change that color to deep blue. The setting. Oh, I like this. You know what? And I'm actually going to increase the size a little bit. All right, so I have the setting, where they lived, where they were from. Let's find another word. I liked I liked plot. Plot basically means what are they trying to do in the story. So I'm going to type and just check. So remember it was Command F, plot. Okay, no, I don't have plot anywhere. So I think I can use that when I say the boys built a soccer pitch because their goal or the plot of the story was to play and to succeed. So one way the boys were determined was that they made a pitch when they didn't have a space to play, period. I could say something like, the plot of the entire video was for the characters to step up and find a place. No, not find a place. Make a place to play. The plot of the entire video was for the characters to step up and make a place to play. Make a soccer pitch. I don't want to say place because it's not really a place, it's a soccer pitch to play on. I'm going to say, and they did. And I'm going to delete that little second part. So one way they were determined was when they made a soccer pitch, even though they didn't have space. The plot of the entire video was for the characters to step up and make a soccer pitch to play on, and they did. This shows that the team felt comfortable doing anything to accomplish their dreams. Ooh, love it. And then I had plot. Plot is like the goal. What are they actually trying to do? I'm going to make that way bigger. So I have plot and I have settings, and I also had characters. I'm going to see if I can find one more. My goal today is to add 4 literary words. Setting, plot, characters. Let's see, what is the last one I can include? I think I might want to include point of view. So whose story are we learning from whose eyes? The point of view is like which character is kind of telling the story. So we can say something like, ooh, I feel like we could use this in the third one. So the moment the boys were determined was when the townspeople's attitude didn't change anything. I now realize the townspeople couldn't understand the boys' dreams. They pushed back and were confused, but quickly changed their mind to support the boys when necessary. Let's see. The boys' point of view was different than the villagers because they always believed in themselves. Ooh, I love it. So from here, I have point of view. So as you're writing today, just like I did, everybody, your goal is to try and see if you can add 4 different literary words. The chart is under Writer's Workshop, and you can find it this morning. Happy writing!